New South Wales, Australia, May 21st, 2025.
All the houses in Taree are
Unprecedented flooding has inundated the Manning River at Taree, New South Wales, Australia, surpassing its 1929 records of 6 meters early Wednesday morning, and waters are still rising. In 24 hours, NSW SES have responded to 892 calls out, including 130 flood rescues, with most in Taree, Wingham and Glenthorne. More than 48,800 people and 23,200 dwellings were isolated by record floodwater on the mid-north coast of New South Wales. The State Emergency Service said as it predicted another 200 millimeters of rain in the next 24 to 48 hours. Residents describe anxious waits for rescues as unprecedented flooding struck in Manning River, inundating homes and businesses across the region.
This is Salos. This is a two-storey waterfront spot. It's under, the water's inside.
Andrew Gazing, the CEO of Natural Hazard Research Australia, said the records-breaking flooding along the Manning River had an estimated frequency of occurrence of 1 in 500 years on average. As 109 flood warnings were issued, 19 at emergency warning levels, people in Campsie CBD, Gladstone and Smithtown had been asked to evacuate. The SES had made 289 rescues since midnight, the bulk in Taree, Wingham and Glenthorne, and had 9 helicopters working the area. There are some streets where floodwaters have cut off every home, and we are going door to door to check on residents, the SES Assistant Commissioner Dean Story said.
6:30 in the morning. Yikes.
The house is just up there.
The Prime Minister Anthony Albanese said in a post on X on Wednesday evening that hearts are with all those impacted by the devastating floods across NSW. Emergency services are working tirelessly to assist those in need, he said. Glenthorne resident Jordan Halloran on Wednesday morning gave the media an eyewitness account of flooding that had left her stranded on the top level of her house with her partner and 2-year-old son. Halloran said the amount of water exceeded that she had experienced during floods in the town in 2021.
Yeah. Look. The motel is here. He's not dead.
The Manning River at Taree had flooded at a level not seen before, surpassing the 1929 records of 5.9 meters, reaching 6.37 meters at 9 a.m. on Wednesday. The Bureau of Meteorology's Steve Bernasconi said. Bernasconi said the 412 millimeters of rainfall Taree had received over 2 days was 5 times its monthly average rainfall for me, and a third of its average annual rainfall.
I got a bit scared there. A little bit scared. Water's right up here.
The NSW SES Commissioner, Mike Wasing, told a media conference on Wednesday the slow-moving rain system had traveled through the Hunter, mid-north coast and was beginning to head towards the north coast. SES efforts were currently focused on South Taree, Glenthorne, and Coffs Harbour, he said. At a separate media conference, the NSW SES Northern Zone Commander, Chief Superintendent Andrew Cribb, said emergency services will be focused on Hastings and Maclean and Nambucca catchments. The Weather Bureau warned of lots of flooding to come after intense rains caused the Manning Rivers to rise to its highest level in almost 100 years. Coffs Harbour, Port Macquarie, Taree, Campsie, Southall, Dorico, Barrington Tops, Wingham, and Yarrowitch were in line for more rain. A Bureau of Meteorology meteorologist Jenara Moore forecast 50 millimeters to 150 millimeters rainfall in parts of the state north of Forsters on Wednesday, with isolated falls in excess of 200 meters possible. Naramore said some areas had been inundated by 300 millimeters to 400 millimeters of rain. The town of Taree even more, causing widespread flash flooding and major river flooding. He said the rain would not ease until the weekend.
Give a shit what anyone says, man. For these people to be volunteers and doing this stuff, mate, you gotta take your hat off to them. Sorry for the shaking.
Locals around the Manning River were warned to evacuate on Tuesday evening. By Wednesday morning, the river was at a level never seen before at Taree, the SES said. In one of the more significant incidents overnight, 24 people were rescued from the flooded Pacific Highway at Guinea. In the state's Hunter region, the Mile River is among the areas on flood watch, with residents warned to monitor forecasts and rainfall and be ready to move to higher ground.
Completely under the water.